Hello everybody and welcome to Moments with Adana. So today I decided to talk about something that's quite important. I think that's quite sensitive as well, divorce. So guys, I did a bit of research on just the divorce rate and I decided to talk about marriage, divorce, because I think it is something that's quite valuable, and I believe that marriage is something that should be, you know, that should be enjoyed, and that's just a blessing, you know. So first of all, let me talk about the facts, what research that I did. Let me show you guys. So in 1950s, the percentage of divorce rates was about 16%. So all those that got married, only 16% of those that got married ended in divorce. Now in 2019, all those that got married, 42% of them in UK and Ireland, UK and England and Wales end in divorce. 42%, yeah. And in America or in the USA, 50% of marriages end in divorce. This is like just, so can you see the significant difference in the 50s and then in 2020 in our time? So literally in our time, basically almost half of marriages end in divorce. Guys, what do you think? What is going on? What do you think the reasons are? Now, I did a bit of my research and I sort of spoke to my husband. I felt like I'm going to give a bit my 2 pence what I thought some of the reasons might be. Please, I don't know everything about marriage. I'm still learning. But I can say that where my husband and I were 10 years ago and where we are today, I believe that I've learned so much. I've grown, I've matured, and I believe that I've become better. And our marriage is becoming better and better by the day and by the year, by the grace of God. So I'm gonna give I did a bit of notes, so please bear with me because there's so much information, like so many things that I feel like I can say. So number one, I thought about myself and my marriage. Number one, I think the main reason why people might get divorced and might not be compatible, I think it's about culture and upbringing. I grew up in the UK, I grew up in South London. My husband grew up in Nigeria. So guys, you know, like growing up in the UK and growing up in Nigeria, there's two totally different, you understand? In the UK, we women, we're quite empowered, we're independent, we have our own money, we're quite, you know, we know ourselves, we know what we want to become. Whereby, like, so because a lot of us have our own money, we're educated, sometimes when you go into marriage, I feel like we struggle to sort of be submissive and just be like, okay, I believe that regardless of, even if you're married and you're making 6 figures, your husband is making maybe 4 or 5 figures, you still have to understand that he is the man. He is the man of the house. Even if you're richer than him, you've got more, your salary is better than him, he is the man of the house. And I had to understand that, you understand? When I met my husband was studying, I was studying. My husband was working part-time in some sort of hospitality job. I was, and then I qualified, and so I started my career. I started making more money than him. He was still doing his masters. But guys, listen, 3 years later, he started doing really well financially. He salaried like 2 or 3 times my salary. So I still had to remember that even the times when I was making more money than him, I still had to be respectful. I had to learn that. I had to really learn, because that was hard for me. I feel like myself, in terms of my personality, I have quite a strong character. I grew up around females that are quite strong. You understand? A lot of my, you know, got property. So I have that kind of strong nature, and I'm quite hard working. So I had to say that, you know what? I still have to kind of bring myself down. I'm not saying that you should, my husband is amazing, you understand? But I still have to know that I am a woman and I have to respect my husband. So that's where like the culture difference came into it, because obviously growing up in the UK, we believe that women don't belong in the kitchen. We don't belong in the kitchen. And unfortunately, a lot of men from Nigeria, from Africa, they have this mentality whereby women belong in the kitchen. Women belong in the kitchen to cook, to clean, to serve them. Don't get me wrong, I love cooking for my husband. I love cooking for my children. I love all of that. But there's days that I feel tired. My husband will go into the kitchen and he will cook. He will serve everybody food. He would, you know, I just feel like there has to be that sort of understanding. You have to meet each other halfway. Do you understand? As in, like, when there has to be a compromise, that's where marriage comes. There has to be compromise, there has to be understanding, you have to meet each other halfway. So that's the number one thing I feel, like culture difference, upbringing, that's a factor. The next thing I wrote down was like Christianity. Like I feel like God, I should have said this first actually. I feel like God has really helped me in my marriage, my faith, my belief, my spiritual mothers, people around me. I feel like that's really helped me in my marriage. When I got married, I said to myself, I need to ground myself in like a spiritual, prayerful church. I want to just be more closer to God. I believe that I need God to be at the center of my marriage. I believe that I needed God to be able to help me to grow. All the bad negative things about myself, I wanted God to help me to just let go of that. So I started going to a really prayerful church. I don't know if you guys know a church called Mountain of Fire. And maybe like Nigerians would know, but I got married and I just started going to Mountain of Fire, and I thank God for that church. I really thank God. I joined the choir. I felt like I grew so much, and the prayers, guys, those prayers in that church, it helped me, man. It helped my husband, it helped my children, it just helped our marriage, because I can say that those years that I was in Mountain of Fire, the way things, oh, God is amazing. So guys, I will say number one is God. I feel like God helped me. Not everybody out there listening might believe in God, but I truly believe that God really helped me, helped my marriage, helped just us to lifted us up. And the prayers, that's really important, really, really important. So yes, that's what I think that's quite important in keeping marriages together as well. Yeah. The third thing I would say, I think it's really, really vital why people divorce, is communication. Communication is key in sustaining a marriage. Communication is key. Listen, guys, you need to communicate, not just like when you're talking to each other, but you're not listening. Communication means listening to each other, not just you're talking. Listen and try and change that certain things. I remember like my husband would say certain things about, oh, you need to just, when you talk to me, just try and be more calm. Try and just, you know, it's not the way you say things, it's how you say it. So I had to take that on board and be like, yes, it's true. Because it's not just about, oh, I'll say, oh, dude, it's how you say it. You understand? You can say, oh, babe, please, I'm really tired today, please. Can you help me, please, just to pick up a few things? Babe, can you help me to do the cooking for this week? I'm really tired. I've got a lot of stuff to do in my work, after work. And that's fine. Not just, oh, babe, you go and do the cooking yourself. Cook for the kids. It's the way you say it. You understand? So I think communication is key, and listening as well. Listening to each other. Even if you guys have a disagreement, before you go to bed, guys, it's important. Just put that away. Don't go to bed and angry, and then you wake up and you still got that, because that's when the devil comes in and starts making things even worse. Start making your thoughts. No, I thank God for my character, because I don't feel like I can stay angry for too long. I don't have that kind of heart. If I'm angry about something, I might be angry for a few minutes and I forget about it. Do you understand? So I think communication is the key. The next thing I think that sustains a marriage is love. Guys, listen to me. When I talk about love here, this is what I feel. I feel like when people say that, oh, I'm getting married, I'm in love, yeah, they believe that the love is everything. My marriage will be perfect. Love, love, love. I love him. He loves me. Guys, listen, it takes a lot of work with love. I feel like love, yes, love is a feeling, but I think you have to make that conscious decision to love your husband every day. He might do things that you don't like, but you still have to make a decision to love him. You understand? Because you're not always going to feel, oh, love. Wake up in the morning, I'm in love. You feel like you're, you know, you're living in some sort of, I don't know, bubble. Or you're not always going to feel that. There's going to be days you wake up, you're a human being. You're a human. There's going to be days that you wake up, you feel a bit, just, you know, grumpy. You know, that time of the month, you just feel a bit, you know, just irritable. Just, you want your space. You understand? But you have to still remember that you still make a decision that, yes, I love my husband. I love him. I might be a bit irritable, but it's, you know, you still just make a decision. And also, I feel like marriage is like a plant. If you leave the plant, like if you have a plant, if you leave the plant, you don't water it, you don't give it sunlight, you know, you don't take care of it, it will eventually die very quickly, you understand? But if you water the plant, you know, if you give it sunlight, it just keeps, it grows, isn't it? So that's what I think marriage is about as well. So you're showing love to each other. Be more kind, be more respectful. Guys, listen, it's not going to always be perfect like this whole world. There's going to be days where you guys might have a little disagreement, have arguments, you know, it might be irritating for each other, but then just nip it in the bud quickly and just move on from it. You understand? That's what I think. Yeah, that's what I think love is. And what else again? Sorry, I'm just trying to look at the notes that I wrote down. Spending time together. Guys, listen. You know, when the children come, your husband kind of becomes no longer a priority. Your children take over. Your kids are your priority. Listen, guys, make sure that you give yourself time. You and your husband have time for yourselves. Even if you can put the kids to bed on time early, have intimacy. You understand? Intimacy is really important in marriage. I know, guys, it's not easy. Me, myself, I'm saying this. I get tired. When I come back from work, sometimes I just want to just eat, rest, whatever. I don't want my, but intimacy is important. So you have to make that decision to always have that, spend time together, just a quality time with you guys. Even if it's to take the kids to your, I don't know, to your aunties, to their grandmas for one night, and just, you and your husband just, you know, spend quality time together. I think that's really important. And just communicating, just you lie in bed together and just talk, you understand? Rekindle that, you know, spice it up a little bit. So I think that's another thing. Another thing I would say is partnership. Guys, listen. Marriage is about partnership. You're a team. I feel like my husband and I, we're a team. You understand? If we've got things to do, you're doing it together. Okay, so guys, okay, babe, we need to save £10,000. How are we going to do this within the next 2 months? Okay, you're getting paid what? This, I get paid this. Okay, we're going to spend this money on this money on that. The rest of the money, we save it. This is our mortgage. Just a partnership, just about working together. You know, you come back home from work, you're both tired. Okay, babe, I want to do the cooking. You know, attend to the children. You do the cleaning. You understand? So just partnership, about working together. Yeah, so 50-50 partnership. Partnership work. Maybe not 50-50, but just partnership work. You understand? The next things I would say is, I feel like a lot of people I've come across, they go into marriages with some different kinds of mindset. Some people get married, they feel like marriage is going to make them, it's going to complete them, it's going to make them happy. They're not happy, but they want to get married and feel like the husband will make them happy. You need to make yourself happy, guys. You need to make yourself happy first. You know, I don't think getting married is, oh, I want to get married because I feel like if I'm married, that's it. My life is done. Guys, you need to be happy yourself, grow yourself, prepare yourself for marriage. You know, things that you maybe want to change about yourself, try and do that first. You know, prepare yourself mentally, physically, spiritually for marriage. You understand? And also, like, I would say another thing is, like, listen, there's so many pretty women, beautiful, stunning women, right? And a lot of them, I feel like they believe that because of their beauty, That is it. They're bringing their beauty to the marriage, and that is it. Listen, what's beauty gonna do? Beauty gonna feed the children? Is beauty gonna pay the bills? Listen, bring something to the table as a woman. Don't just go into a marriage, oh, you want to marry a rich man because, you know, oh, you're pretty, so you deserve to be taken care of. Listen, bring something to the table. What are you bringing as a woman? Are you bringing some sort of education? Are you bringing, like, you know, I feel like in a marriage, a woman is what really keeps the home. Listen, a woman is what keeps the home. When I met my husband used to go and buy all this, is it Hers and Curtis, spend money on, lavish money on shoes. I said, no, none of that. We need to save money. We got things we need to do. Go to Next. Next sell perfect suits, perfect shirts. Just as nice as Hers and Curtis, but then their prices is way lower. Go to the next sales. You can get the same nice suits. You would know if it's Hers and Curtis or what do you call it, or Moss Bros. It's just as nice, just as good quality. You understand? So I think things that you have to kind of learn to change your man, encourage him, tell him, listen, no, don't be wasting money. Like, I think my husband, he had a really good job, like in around central London. He wanted to start coming home. He buying me expensive designer bag. I said, no, I don't want that. Remember, ladies, when your husband spends money on designer bags, that's you guys' money. Remember, that's your money. That's going to be the money for your mortgage you're trying to get. I told him I don't need all of those things. I told him, please, don't be buying me any expensive bags, designer shoes. I don't want all of that. I think, like, okay, maybe if it's my birthday, maybe I don't mind. Get me a little thing for my birthday. Even that, don't be spending £2,000 on a bag for me. No, I don't want it. I don't want a £2,000 bag. No, I want it because that's £2,000 of our money. That's £2,000 of our savings. Remember that, ladies. You understand? So if you're spending £2,000 on designer bag, let him put that money towards your mortgage that you guys want to buy. Buy me a £100 bag instead. Put £2,000 in towards our mortgage. Maybe when we're more financially really well off, but even that, I'm not a materialistic person, so I don't even think I even need £2,000 bag. I'm not a materialistic person, honestly. So I feel like a woman is what makes the home. You understand? You can really support your husband. You guys can grow together, hustle together, do really well. But if you come into the marriage or you want your husband to be spending all his money on designer bag, designer shoe, you guys may not be able to achieve anything much. All you'll be achieving is be going out with designer bag, designer shoes. You want to achieve, you want to do really well. You guys, you want to do well. Both of you guys want to, develop yourself. Have like properties. Just do things. So I feel like it's you as a woman that can really support your husband and encourage him and advise him the right way. So that's what I would say. Women is what really makes the home. Women are the ones that make that home. You can make or break your man. If you look at Michelle Obama as well, read her book. I read a bit of it. I haven't read all of it, but I remember she really, really helped Obama become what he is. What else again? Ladies. Please, I beg you. Stop all this. You're watching all these celebrity couples or Instagram couples. You now start writing couple goals. Couple goals for where? Listen, don't be writing any couple goals. Those people that you see, you're writing couple goals. You know what they're going through in their marriages? Ladies, do not compare your marriage with anybody. You understand? Compare your marriage with your own marriage of maybe like last year. You want your marriage to be even better the next year. Don't be writing couple goals, watching other people's marriage. Maybe you see them on Instagram, they're posing lovey-dovey. You see them on at parties, they're all lovey-dovey. You don't know what they're going through in their homes. I also be careful who you get advice on my marriages. Be careful, guys, ladies, because some of these people, they'll give you the wrong advice. They themselves, they're living in fire in their home, in their own marriages, and we come to give you advice. Be careful, you understand? Don't compare yourself with anybody's marriage. Don't compare yourself with, don't be right saying, oh, I want to be like this couple goes. No. Focus on your own marriage. Everybody's marriage is different. What makes you happy might not make them happy. Just focus on your own marriage. Try and be the best you can be in your own marriage. Just make a conscious decision to be the best wife you can be. To be the best, mother you can be. That's what I feel like you need to do. Don't watch people. Don't watch whether this person is putting couple goals, they're going on holiday, they're going on this and that. Do you know those people have even got £10 in their account? A lot of people you see on Instagram, on whatever, on Facebook, they're probably living on, credit cards and loans and debts and all of that. Focus on yourself. You understand? All you need in your marriage to really do well, I believe, is the grace of God. And I believe that it's like just prayers as well. Of course, I think it's good to look at couples, maybe like old couples, you see them, you see, wow, I'm really, really inspired by them. But I feel like just be careful as well. Be careful, because at the end of the day, who really knows how the people are living in the marriages between the husband and wife, okay? Don't be jealous of anybody's marriage. Don't be envious. You understand? Please, ladies, right? And I think I would say, when you get married, ladies, yeah, and this is even for men, when you get married, you have to remember that you're now a married woman, you're a married man. There has to be sort of changes, yeah. There has to be boundaries with like the opposite sex. Like before I got married, I had maybe a lot of male friends, they'll talk to me, call me, text me, but after I got married, I feel like there has to be respect for your husband. So if you're talking to male friends, you can't be talking to those same people. Like late at night, they're texting you. I'm not saying that if you get married, you now cut off all your friends, you don't have any friends. Please, I'm not saying, I just feel like there has to be some respect for your other half. You can't, be having your woman, you have loads of male friends calling you, texting you late at night. No, I don't think that's right. I just think that there has to be boundaries. You have to remember that you're now a married person, and just, I don't know, I think it should just come naturally. You should want to respect your husband. You should want to, I don't think you should want to just be talking to men. I just think there has to be a change when you're married. There has to be you can't just be, I don't think it's right to be, you're married, you're traveling up and down with opposite sex. I don't think it's right. I don't think that's right. I'm not saying that you should do it or you follow what I do. Me personally, I don't think it's right. I think there has to be boundaries, especially with the opposite sex. There has to be boundaries. That's what I believe anyway. What else again? In terms of the whole marriage thing, like what I would say is, I believe that people getting divorced, I've said all the things I've said in terms of culture difference, communication, those are probably the reasons why, but I do feel like there are some people that have been genuinely married and put in all the effort to want to give that marriage their best. And then sometimes maybe the opposite, the husband changes, the woman changes, and you're giving all your best and you just can't win. You understand? So I don't think it's, a divorce ends maybe because everyone's just sometimes people just change. Sometimes people get married, they're not compatible. Sometimes there's domestic violence in a marriage. There's domestic abuse. It just can't work, you understand? I feel like in terms of that aspect, I think that's probably why. But I do think that in terms of divorce, my opinion, why there's such a high rate of divorce, I would say is like, this is 2020, guys. Come on, like in 1930 or 40, were women that disempowered? A lot of women, I think in 1930s, might have been living in marriages and be so unhappy, sad, beaten up, battered. I feel like women now have a lot of power. We have like our say. We have women rights. And I feel like a lot of women now wouldn't tolerate what they used to tolerate back in the day, like in our mum's generation. I don't think they would tolerate that. And there's, like I said, there's other reasons as well. Like there's reasons of domestic violence, abuse, and I don't think anybody should stay in marriage if they're being beaten up, battered. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right at all. Overall, I'd like to say I feel like marriage is by the grace of God. It's just by the grace of God, and I feel like it should be, I feel like marriage should be enjoyed, not endured. And I thank God that I am enjoying my marriage. I think it should be enjoyed, not endured. I feel like marriage is not like you just go into marriage and that's it, everything is perfect and lovely day. You're going to go through challenges, just like everyday life. There's trials. And another major factor I wanted to say was that I feel like finances is a big issue in marriages as well. Finances, I feel like that can bring a lot of problems, you understand. Overall, guys, I pray that all those that are going into marriage, that are getting into marriage, guys, I wish you guys the best. Like I said, communicate with each other, make a conscious decision to love each other every day, have intimacy, you understand, be careful not to get advice from the wrong people, have God number one in your marriage, have God in your marriage, pray for one another, pray for your marriage, you understand. Yeah, guys, I hope this video was helpful. Please continue to subscribe, support, leave comments. I might not have said everything. I don't know everything about marriage. Like I said, I've only me and my husband, but I do feel like 10 years ago and where we are today is a significant difference, guys. Continue to subscribe, like, comment. Moments with Adana. Thank you all, guys, for all the support and love. Mwah! Moments with Adana.
Bam bam bam.